Have you ever felt the pain of painfully slow web hosting? Or maybe you're on the hunt for cheap VPS hosting? Well, I've got just the thing for you, A2 Hosting. Alright, I know. A2 Hosting makes a lot of promises and we've used it here and there over the years. But is A2 Hosting good by today's standards? Has it actually improved? Let's dive into this A2 Hosting review and break down the good, the bad, and, well, the ugly. I'm coming in strong with something really good, A2's performance. It markets itself as one of the fastest hosting providers, and after testing different setups, I have to say, they're not lying. I set up 2 test environments, one using their Ignite plan for baseline results, and another with the Ascent 8 subscription to see what difference the VPS Turbo option makes. I built a WordPress site loaded with sample data, images, plugins, the works, to mimic a typical medium traffic website. The goal? To see if upgrading is really worth it for you. Now, my shared hosting site consistently loaded in under 2 seconds, well within Google's recommended 2.5 second mark. All other website health metrics, green across the board. It's not the absolute fastest shared hosting out there, but it can hold its own against something like Hostinger. And what about VPS? Well, without any major optimizations or tweaking settings, it hovered around the 1 second mark. That's a solid result. And the best part? With VPS, you have complete freedom to fine-tune and push that number even lower. But speed isn't everything. I also wanted to see how well the servers hold up under pressure. So, I ran a virtual test, sending 50 users to browse my site simultaneously. After monitoring for about 10 minutes, I checked response times and, more importantly, whether any HTTPS errors popped up. Why does this matter? Well, an error like a 404 or 503 means a visitor couldn't access your site, which can make them think it's unavailable and they might never come back. My shared hosting plan held up well up to a certain point, but once traffic spiked, I noticed some fluctuations in load times. So while shared hosting is great for moderate traffic, websites expecting heavier loads might benefit from upgrading to a VPS plan. On the other hand, my VPS site, rock solid. Performance was way more stable overall, but that's to be expected with dedicated resources. Lastly, uptime is a crucial factor for any online presence. To put A2 hosting to the test, I set up 2 uptime monitors that pinged my site every few minutes over 14 days. The results were pretty impressive. My shared hosting site hit 99.99% uptime, perfectly aligning with A2 hosting's reliability claims, with just a single brief downtime instance. My VPS, on the other hand, delivered a flawless 100% uptime. No interruptions at all. Really happy with those results. So yeah, based on my experience, A2 Hosting's VPS plans provide rock-solid performance, suitable for most websites and a noticeable boost over shared hosting. But don't get me wrong, even their simple shared hosting subscriptions outperform a lot of competitors in terms of stability and speed. Now, the bad. Pricing. It's a double-edged sword, really. Whether A2 hosting feels expensive depends on what you're looking for. If you're after budget-friendly hosting, it might not be your first pick. But if you're willing to invest a little more for top-tier performance, it starts to make a lot more sense. A2 Hosting offers a variety of solutions tailored to different needs. Whether you're an individual blogger, a small business owner, or running a high-traffic enterprise site, their hosting options include shared, VPS, dedicated, and reseller hosting, each designed for different levels of performance and budget flexibility. So, while it may not be the cheapest option, the range of plans ensures you can find something that fits your needs. For those seeking an affordable yet reliable hosting experience, shared hosting is often the go-to choice. However, if you need more control and dedicated resources, VPS, virtual private servers, offer a middle ground between shared and dedicated hosting. Unlike Hostinger, A2 Hosting provides both managed and unmanaged VPS options, giving users flexibility in how they handle their server management. Personally, I'm a fan of managed VPS. It lets you enjoy the benefits of a private server while the tech team takes care of the complicated back-end work. It does come at a higher cost, but if your site is generating revenue, it's a worthwhile investment. That said, with Hostinger's AI-driven features acting like a built-in support system, the landscape of managed VPS hosting could change in the future. For now though, A2's managed VPS remains a solid choice. Plus, like most reputable providers, A2 Hosting offers a full 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can test it out risk-free. If you're looking for recommendations on the best VPS hosting, I'd say the Launch 1 plan is perfect for smaller websites, blogs, and portfolios. However, if you're running an e-commerce site or need more resources, I'd recommend going for a managed VPS plan, starting with the Takeoff 4 subscription. The great thing about hosting is that you can easily upgrade your plans without worrying about downtime or other hassles. To save on cost, I'll leave discount links for both VPS and shared hosting, because let's face it, there's no reason to pay full price when a discount is just a click away. That said, one thing I don't like about A2 Hosting is its steep renewal pricing. The Ignite plan starts out at a reasonable price, but after the initial period, your monthly price can jump by around 4 times. And paying over $10 for just one website isn't the most optimal choice, especially if you're on a budget. When considering this, A2's cheapest options might not be worth it, especially when for a few extra bucks, you can remove limits on your subscription. While A2 could be cheaper, it's not a ripoff. If you can afford it, go for the turbo plans to get that extra oomph performance. Finally, we reach the ugly. And look, this might be more of a personal preference, or maybe providers like Hostinger just spoiled me, but I've always thought A2 Hosting's dashboard was a bit lacking. It was slow, blocky, and cluttered with unnecessary info. That's what I used to say about A2, but to my surprise, they've upgraded their panel. And now it's actually kind of nice. It's not my favorite, but it's clean, minimal, and feels responsive to work with. Now, for beginners, user experience is crucial when choosing a hosting provider. A lot of you might not want to deal with old school systems like cPanel, and A2 Hosting does use cPanel. But it's more like how Bluehost uses it. It works as an alternative, meaning you can manage your site entirely through the custom-made dashboard. So, while it's not the most unique experience, it's certainly functional. Honestly, this is the best approach because it caters to both beginners and more experienced users. It looks like A2 Hosting is taking notes from providers like Hostinger, with a more refined WordPress management hub where you can easily improve your security or boost performance. I love that you can update or deactivate plugins directly from the dashboard. And you can even leave notes, whether you're collaborating or just keeping track of changes. It's a pretty cool feature. While there's still room for improvement, I'm a fan of the updated A2 controls. The only meh part for me is the homepage. It could use a little more polish, but overall, the new controls make for a smoother experience. In the final part of my A2 Hosting review, let's talk about their support. A2 offers 24/7 support through live chat, phone, and ticketing. During our test, the live chat response time was usually under 5 minutes, although the first response was often generic before getting to a real solution. However, this wasn't a major issue, as they don't send you in circles or leave you to solve things on your own. They resolve issues relatively quickly. As for phone support, calling someone, in this day and age, don't be ridiculous. We're all a bit shy. Overall, A2 Hosting support is helpful and knowledgeable, but it's not the fastest out there. If you need urgent assistance, live chat is your best bet. And if you're on a managed hosting plan, you can expect more refined support options when needed. So, to sum up the good, the bad, and the ugly-ish, A2 Hosting has definitely improved since the last time we covered it and is now more worth your money than ever. It offers affordable VPS hosting with both managed and unmanaged options, plus cPanel and a custom dashboard for server management. The turbo servers are worth the investment if you're looking for improved performance. That said, it's not without its flaws. The renewal price increase is steep. The dashboard still has room for improvement, and I'd love to see more AI support features. But as I've mentioned, if you can afford it, I definitely recommend A2 Hosting's turbo plans. They'll give your site that extra boost. If you're considering A2 Hosting, don't forget to check out the latest deals in the description below. So what do you think? Have you ever used A2 Hosting or any other best VPS hosting contenders? Let us know in the comments or hit us up if you just want to chat. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more hosting reviews and tutorials. I'll see y'all next time.